Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as we potentially punch this guy.
Jesus, what is it now?
Maybe punch this guy. I think he's gonna see us. Let's try and not have him not see us. Whoa, he doesn't come out here.
Hearing things, seeing things, man, I gotta lay off the hard stuff.
You do have to lay off the hard stuff. Okay. So, last episode, I was about to go into the police station, and then I realized I still had a mission to do around here, and we're doing it. And it's just things that we didn't explore properly the first time around. We have a pocket secretary. I have hiccups, but that's not news. Okay, man. Here's the code to the locked door. You know which one I'm talking about, right? The only people who are allowed to know that code are me, you, and that Sanders cat. Don't go tell that code to none of the soldiers and shorties. Get that? 3290. Now, I'm pretty sure I got through that door already. But in fact, it looks like... Oh no, it doesn't look like it at all. It's a good thing they're very bad of sight. That's our objective back there, isn't it? It's a bit of a tutorial thing, isn't it? Teaching me that, well, if we hadn't noticed that this doesn't break stealth before, then I'm not sure what to say about that, because I knew that already. Not in the mustache. I punched him right in the mustache, and I got opportunist. What is that? Why, merciful soul? That's probably like a thing that, oh, we got rockets. Oh, that's a rocket launcher. That's a different thing. Okay. So, drop that. But I cannot take that, most likely because it's bigger than that. It is, yeah, it is bigger than that. Okay, well, that's, yeah, these are a bit of a pain. Everything around here is a bit of a pain, to be honest. Shotgun cartridges, pistol ammo. I don't have pistol ammo, so let's drop that. And I should have, well, maybe. Oh, I definitely don't want that. Maybe I'll have enough space for this. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Seriously, how big is that? How big can that be? Stun gun darts, rockets. Yeah, I kind of want the rockets, but not really because I'm gonna use them. How much is that? 2 energy cells. You know what? Eat it. Eat it. No, not move. Eat. Eat the thing. That's the one. Okay. Now watch it being... Yeah, I figured. It's not about the width. Or maybe it is about the width. It's just also about other things. Okay, let's put it over there. Let's put it over here. We're gonna figure you out in a little bit. How... that thing is enormous. I'm not gonna be able to carry this. I mean, I'm not gonna use the rockets anyway. Just want to... Wow, how big... Wow! I'm not even sure I can carry that. Like... with this inventory thing. Maybe. So, I'm gonna drop that. Tranquilizer darts, I definitely need that. Crossbow arrows, I definitely need those as well. But the thing is, maybe I don't. So, the crossbow has 1, right? So I don't need these, right? Put that over here. Am I wrong in this? How big is that? Well, it is. It fits. Wow. That's wild. And here's the rocket launcher. I can't aim. Yep, danger. Yes, that is the backfire. Okay. We're good. I'm just gonna leave these over here for right now. I'm sure I can get back up here, no problem. And get the rest of that stuff. I shouldn't have an... Do they put the sandwiches inside those? I shouldn't have a problem getting back here. But I might. I'm not actually sure where I am at. Well, we're going... We don't have access to the roof or anything from here, as far as I can tell. But now we have a rocket launcher, so, you know, life is better. Well, say we don't have access. It looks like I do. But not from here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we got this. This is what we missed before, evidently. Well, I think. It doesn't lead anywhere? Is that the entrance? That's where we come in from, right? Because I can't go up here. I think that's where we come in from. And punch some fools in the face. But after that, we can't really go anywhere else. Well, I think we explored all the things. Let's get out of here. So, I have only one, excuse me, only one objective down here. But I think that's the police quarters. That's just, yeah. And I also have this one over here, which is what I'm messing up. Or what I was messing up, because it's in an apartment complex. The thing is, to get there... How do I get there? I need to go to the other side of town. Let's go to the other side of town. And while we're here, I might as well sell my rocket launcher. Because I want to see how much I paid for.
How may I be of service?
How much I paid for dropping all that stuff. It's not here. It's over here. 2,000. It's not too bad. I mean, I'm sure it's better. We also have remote detonated explosives. Yeah, we're probably not gonna need that, and I'm
Be sure to tell all your friends.
Can I skip that? Oh, press space. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not gonna need the explosives too much, but we will go back and do that eventually. So, to get to the apartments, we're back in the first area. Hi.
Damn, Captain, you back again? I don't suppose you brought me a little gift this time. Help a gal down on her luck find some relief.
I don't have any, but I
think I've got all the information I need right now.
I be's right here with...
I also have all the information I need right now. So, we don't need to talk to Letitia ever again. Unless we do, in which case, well, we'll figure it out. I'm also turned around like hell. I am... How can I get so turned around? This minimap is really handy. But... It also... yeah, it's confusing. So I think it's behind... I think it's behind this. Do we have access? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. So it's in one of these apartment complexes. Or apartments. Downtown apartments. So it's here. I can't use the scroll wheel. So it's in that one over there. The last one. Is that the one... I think that's also the one that... I think that's also the one that has the... Oh, yeah, we have a quest marker. That doesn't open. That has the thing we couldn't open before. That level 5 thing. It might be there that we're going. I don't remember there being more than one thing there. Oh, we never came in through here. Silly me. Although, that's potentially not a problem. Because I think we had other access points. Why is there a person with a rifle over there that is a friendly? What happened here? Look at this. This is a weird... Look at all the loot that I'm getting. Nice. Do I get that?
Access granted.
Let's go with nukes. I did get one stop, so it's good enough. Why did you get this locked again? Because we have been here. No, we have not. This is another traveler. Wait, this is a new apartment. This is a new apartment complex. I just never came in here. Okay, that's important. Because that means that we need to proper exploration. Excuse me. What are you hiding back here? I know your Deus Ex ways. Apparently I don't. So that person over there might actually be related to our quest. Let's see what we have. Biohazard bomb triggered something. We've got an ebook about uniting the world. In early 1985, Dazzle Me magazine, TK Records, and Rock Publishing came together under one banner to become a new multimedia company for a new age. The Picus Communications Group, invigorated with new purpose and a forward-looking viewpoint, Picus exploded onto the global media scene and began a meteoric rise over the next decade, absorbing other small companies in film and television production, video games, advertising, marketing, and public relations, and the emergent field of internet service provision, which is the correct term. It's just not... It's not the one that I would have used, but that is the correct one. By 2010, the Picus Group shifted its corporate headquarters to Canada. Shifted, that is one term to say. Reallocated them. A nation with stability. Picus is now a nation with stability, because that's how you... If you're gonna make this sort of like... This has a name. I don't know the name of this figure of speech, but if you make like a little preamble to a sentence, then you're it's a qualifier for the subject of the sentence, and Picus here is the subject of the sentence. So Picus, comma, a nation with stability, comma, that's basically the same thing, invested heavily in the city of Montreal, a growing hub for virtual entertainment, in order to construct a large corporate campus in the center of the metropolis. From its new home, Picus has continued to spread, drawing new technologies in, and talent... Or new, I suppose that makes more sense. And talent in to bolster its leadership of global media. It's like Disney, except also with video games. Although Disney also has video games, although they suck.
Stand in front of the General.
That's all the same news again, I think. We have our refrigerator that I definitely want to pick up, although that one probably doesn't lead anywhere or has anything behind it, because it's just a wall to the corridor. Speaking of which, I might want to look at how many... Yep, I only have 0. Okay. We got a radio over here that deserves to be shot, really. Terrible things. Ooh, that is one way of doing it. Just throw things against each other and they break. Or what looks like it, anyway. Oh. I mean, they don't have anything, which is a bit of a bummer, but such is life. No mines, though. No explosives. So that's an upgrade over the last apartment like this that we've been to. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere. This is a security rating 3, and I shouldn't have a problem with it. Let's hack. So we need to go over there. We also need to get that as soon as possible. That is a spam. Now, I don't remember. I'm not 100% sure what that does. Acts on ratings of adjacent nodes, various types. It's an API. Right. API stands for application Oh, actually, API stands for... It's an interface. It's an interface that programs use to communicate with each other. That's what an API is. I don't actually know what it stands for. I believe A stands for application, but it could be not, and I believe that is for interface. Anyway, spam decreases diagnostic subroutine rating by 1. I'm not sure. Again, can you do away with that? Thank you. I'm not sure what that does, but we will need to get that anyway. So my plan is to get that and then go over there. So we do this. The moment that is almost done, we click over here. Because I want to be ready over here. We have a 12-second lead. I'm not sure we're actually going to get this. We might need a stop. We got that.
Access granted.
Okay, that was a bit of a close call. I'm not sure what happens if we do get detected. We got a pistol, we got an automatic unlocking thing, we got a nuke fire software. That is actually pretty handy. Besides all the other stuff that we got. We can hack on this. It is a level 2, no problem. This is a complicated one. Look at this. Oh man, I love it. Okay, let's actually back out. All progress will be lost. Yes. Interesting that I said back out, and the options were back or hack or exit. it's like exit and back. No, what? It's a little bit confusing, but I get where you're coming from. So we got a transfer over here. I believe this. I'm not actually sure what he does. Still, that's our objective. We need to get that. We need to get that as well, and we need to get that. So it's gonna be a two-pronged approach. It's gonna be complicated. We might need nukes. But then again, we are not gonna, because they're all very low level. Hiccup. Okay. So it's gonna be a two-pronged approach. We don't need to start with that. That one doesn't matter. So we go over here, and then we go around. This one is a side effect. This one is not a side effect. And in fact, that is our objective. Because unless I want to go around like this... I don't think that's a good idea, going around like that, because by the time we're over here, we're already going to be over there, and the idea behind that is just to take that before we take this, and we might take them at the same time because it doesn't matter, because this one takes a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, Lucky. Oh, screw you. No. What the heck? Exit. What did I do there? Do you see how I used up a thing? I used up one of my stops. Did I? No, that has never happened. And it's very obvious when you do that as well, because it just makes a sound and everything stops. Although the nuke, I might have used it before. But I think the way I did that, I hope it's the same, because that looked pretty fun. I think it is. I think they're not randomized or anything. Yeah. So I think if you click over here, that does the thing, which is bad. It is a bad. Okay, so the idea here is to take... This is Lucky. Okay. Oh, that's the... If I press spacebar, that's a quick stop. So we take that, we take this, and we take that, and we should be fine.
Access granted.
We got a bunch of stuff out of that, and a little bit of experience, and a little bit of money. So, Miss Vale, once again, your questions and insinuations, can you do away with that? Thank you, video game. Are both ill-founded and inflammatory. You have been officially advised about this in the past. Sadly, I must inform you that an official harassment complaint has been filed. If you do not alter your current behavior, I'm afraid we will be forced to settle this matter in the courts. In the courts. Interesting phrasing, but it is how people talk about the courts, rather than saying in court, but I suppose it works anyway. The truth about Philip Riley Meade. Isn't that the president? Please read and pass on. For God's sake, Laura, please just stop sending me those stupid emails. Oh, we got the... Yeah, this is good. You wrote, Greer is innocent. He was framed by the Meade campaign to ruin his reputation. They want him out of the running so Meade can take the next election. This website presents the true facts behind all the lies. I suppose these were for the primaries of I don't know, mead. So I wouldn't for either the Democratic or the Republican Party, depending on which party the agreeer is. Unless this is a setting where neither of those parties have a president, which would be a big change from all of the American history. I'm pretty sure. Although no, actually, I'm not. No, that is not true. The first few presidents belonged to other parties. Also because the parties didn't exist back then. The current modern day parties. Anyway, Laura, you have got to get off that computer and get yourself a real hobby. You're asking me to trust a few paranoid cooks living in their parents' basement over the investigative report done by every member of the press. Who do you honestly think is more trustworthy? Here, the important bit here being every member of the press is such a blatant overstatement of what of any possible scenario. It's just, this is an overstatement, which does put Laura's perspective into a little bit of a conundrum, because there's no way every member of the press has done investigative reporting on this. Most of them might have, but what she is saying here most likely is that I have never seen a single journalist say that you were correct. And judging by the time... Actually, it's kind of complicated to judge... No, it's not complicated to judge based on the timing of the release of this game, but it is hard to understand where... Like, if you're... This is important, by the way. I'm talking about this email. I'm pretty sure Mead becomes an important character in the game, because I know his name, like, off the top of my head, so he shows up. Also, we have seen his name before, so I remember his name. So I think this is important. Specifically, well, maybe not so much with Greer. Or maybe with Greer, we can, yeah, who knows. But the thing is, it's definitely within the themes of the game. What I'm thinking is, where are the writers coming from? Because at this time, by 2012, when this game came out, I think, I might be wrong on the date exactly, we already knew things like we already knew. The mass corporate media of the U.S. already was in agreement that the war in Iraq was fabricated. Well, fabricated as in, the casus belli anyway was fabricated. But when you compare and contrast the way the media, the mass corporate media specifically, because not every journalist, that's the thing as well, not every journalist was like that back in 2004, 2005, but the mass media certainly was, treating anybody that was saying, no, Iraq doesn't have weapons of mass destruction, anybody who said that was considered a conspiracy theorist. So it might be informed, this sort of dialogue might be informed with that particular scenario and might be sort of referencing that, but more importantly, it is definitely made for a public, for a playing public that is aware of that sort of stuff. So it isn't, I think this is more than, I don't know. It plays very differently, because I think this game specifically plays very, or I say it plays, but the storyline reads very differently from the first game. Because when the first Deus Ex came out in 1999, in interesting media at the time as well, conspiracy theorists were not as a broad stroke conspiracy theorists in general, but conspiracy theories in the media were portrayed very much in the line that conspiracy theories are portrayed in Deus Ex 1, which is like, it's a goofy thing, it's an interesting thing, and ooh, what if it is true? It's like, ooh, this big secret. But after, I would say basically generally in the 21st century, and certainly after this game came out, because then we had the Panama Papers, and there's so much stuff. The 21st century is such a freaking it just changed. I think it changes the genre of conspiracy theories considerably if you're at least a little bit informed about how they work in the 21st century. Like, we're talking not only the war in Iraq, but the Panama Papers in particular were something, were something very, I suppose it's not damaging, but sort of like, it's a sort of a vindication to a lot of people that were onto what they proved. But I'm saying the Panama Papers is not just that. The revelations by Chelsea Manning and by, what's that other one? WikiLeaks in general, like, I don't remember the name of Assange, maybe? I think was. So, like, all those things, in and of themselves, paint this sort of like kooky paranoids in a very different light. But more than that, and I think the theme of this game, more than the theme of the first game, the theme of this game, I think, is a little bit, or one of the themes, is precisely the media, the way media covers these conspiracy theories, which is a very interesting theme subject to cover, because that's also what we learned in the 21st century, is the way media covers this sort of stuff. The Panama Papers, for example, but also Assange and Chelsea Manning and the revelations about spying and all this sort of stuff, and the Iraq War, as I was saying. There's so much stuff for you to delve in, and the reasons why they do that, or why they don't cover certain things, and why they portray certain things a certain way. Like, anybody that is the least bit informed, just like, you need to be informed and just look at different things and different media groups and conglomerations, and look at what they do and compare and contrast between different people that they cover or different subjects, and like, you can see. And we're talking specifically about corporate media, not just journalism in general, because the downside of this sort of like the downside, and I think potentially enticed by this sort of hyperbole, or like every journalist, the downside of this sort of analysis and critique of the corporate media is that you tend it's very easy for you to just denigrate journalism in general, and where that is a very, very big danger, which is denigrating journalism in general is precisely, it's done on purpose by the people who have things to hide, so that the journalists can't, uncover their secrets. And I think what was the game that I played? It wasn't. It was Phantom Doctrine. It has actually a whole storyline about precisely that. It's called counter-information. It's not called counter-information in the game, but it's a real thing called counter-information, which is a way to throw people off and just discredit journalism in general. So yeah, it's important to know that there are journalists that are telling the truth at any one time. At any one time. Like, you look back at all these things, at all these events that I just mentioned, and you see that there are journalists who say the truth and who point out the right things. And you need to look at those journalists and see what makes them different. And usually it's money. A lot of it is money. But not just money because they're owned by Bloomberg or by whatever, or by Disney or whatever. I was mentioning Disney before. No, that's not just the only money. That is also part of the money. That definitely is the large, it depends on the situation. But it also is the money that you have to gain as a journalist, because news, especially in the 21st century, but not just, especially towards the later 20th century, news is entertainment, and that damages journalism in general, and that's a problem, because you're not going to do investigations about things that are not going to generate clicks, or on the television, the equivalent of clicks, either way. You wrote, "You can't hide your head in the sand forever, Remember, all that is needed for evil to triumph in this world is for good people to look away and do nothing." Oh, the famous quote by, I don't remember who it was. Emperor Palpatine or something. I don't know who said that. It's a famous quote, though. For God's sake, Laura, please just stop sending me those stupid emails of yours before I wind up on a watch list or something. I don't care about your crazy theories anyway. This is so fascistic. Like, I know the U.S. is used to the FBI having watch lists, but like, this is super, like, reminiscent to me, growing up in Portugal, in post-fascism Portugal specifically, because we had fascism up until 1974. People were really afraid to even discuss possible things that went against the government, precisely because they were afraid of getting into watch lists. That is just like, that was super messed up back then, and it is always going to be messed up because that is the chilling effect of having watch lists in the first place, is that it suppresses the critical thought, basically. I don't care about your crazy theories anyway. Zubin and I are working things out, and the last goddamn thing we need is for the police to show up at this office again because of you. And of course, yes, the police. If you can't write to me about normal things, don't write at all, Penny. They didn't have Facebook, so otherwise she would have unfollowed this person that we're reading the emails from. So what is this? Attention, the president/CEO. Dear sir, Confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and... Oh, it's the Nigeria. Again! Does... No, not again. Is it again? Is it the second time this game does the Nigerian princess scam thing? And it hasn't done a penis enlargement thing? I mean, penis enlargement, admittedly, was more for Deus Ex 1 rather than this one. But anyway, we're out of time for the day. No penis enlargement for us, but we will have the next episode soon because, well, that's how we work. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.